We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's Jones on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Jones. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
After that sack, third and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
32-yard line.
Throwing, Jones. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared, but I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness, one cut, and he goes. That's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I would have voted for him.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They're going to look to throw. He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
The pass.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. One interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Whoa. Curtis Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
Boys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake. Jones. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Dallas.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. This is Elliott. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
He was tackled.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Riley Ridley. Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 7 yards to go.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Ready to roll for the 2nd quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off-play action. Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Giants add on to their lead.
Brandon, they just got the ball, and already they're in the end zone, and you're getting ready to talk about the PAT. That was fast.
14.
Gano the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is Tony Pollard. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
It's a gain of 10.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. On the counter, Elliott. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 now.
35-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick there on the coverage.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Off the play fake, Jones. That's going to be caught. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Curtis Samuel with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Gano now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Is good. Makes the score Giants 21, Cowboys nothing. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Now Pollard. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27th.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Cowboys on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
3-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
He's going to fire this thing deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. It's a big play for the Giants on 3rd down. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Off play action. Jones sliding out of the pocket. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Curtis Samuel on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Giants 28, Cowboys nothing. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Now Pollard. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. And now it's second down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10.
Watch a slat, watch a slat, watch a slat.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
It's a game.
That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Dallas.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
And oh my goodness, what a catch at the 6. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
1st and goal.
That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Lining up for the
CeeDee Lamb in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys get a bit closer.
Kick is good.
And his kick is right through.
Giants 28, Cowboys 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A final shot before break. Jones. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point try good by Gano, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Taken down at the 40.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. The pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. They're going to try and throw. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
First down.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 34. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by James Bradbury. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll go to Barkley again. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
This is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jalen Smith able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Jones, catch made by Slayton. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Jones. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants have got it on cruise control.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Giants 42, Cowboys 7. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
44-yard line.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it is incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And this defense will take over right at midfield.
On down.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jones looking for Shepard deep. This is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Sterling Shepard. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Giants just continue to pour it on. Gano for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Giants 49, Cowboys 7. Graham Gano.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Now Pollard. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
That one goes for 24 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. The throw over the middle taken in. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 22-yard line.
13 yards.
They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Here we go, Shaq. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Bang, bang.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Dallas.
Ezekiel Elliott, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys claw one back.
His kick is
And he
good.
puts it through.
Makes the score Giants 49, Cowboys 14. Greg Zuerlein.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
21-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
The ball carrier.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
He'll fire deep down, and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
Gain on the play.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down.
4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
On 2nd down, Barkley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This ball complete. Jones to Ingram. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause. Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Big series right here, so we got to step it up. 53.
Now Jones on 3rd down. Taking a shot for Samuel. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 11. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
This is caught inside the 15. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
And a Cowboy first down.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll drop the throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now
6 yards.
as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. He'll look to throw. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Giants are going to get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
At the 7-yard line.
They'll run it again with Barkley. Barkley a first down and more. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a 20-yard gain on the play. And it'll move the chains.
Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And now here is another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive